Have you ever wondered what secrets the endless ribbons of asphalt hold, long after the world has gone to sleep? Our story begins on a forgotten stretch of highway, where a lone toll booth stands as a solitary sentinel against the encroaching night. A thick fog wraps around the structure, muffling the world and blurring the edges of reality. Inside, under the sickly yellow glow of a flickering fluorescent light, a toll worker sits, his movements a practiced, weary ballet of extending a hand and retracting it. Each transaction is a blur of headlights and taillights, a monotonous rhythm in the vast, silent darkness. But on this particular night, the monotony is about to be shattered, as the barrier between his world and another begins to wear thin. The strangeness started subtly, like a slow-burning fuse. There was the driver of the old sedan, a man with eyes that seemed to hold a century of sorrow, who passed through every Tuesday just after 2 a.m. He always paid the exact toll plus one extra tarnished silver coin that felt unnaturally cold to the touch. Before a word could be exchanged, his car would dissolve back into the fog, leaving only the chilling coin behind. Then came the phantom vehicle, a sleek black car that would glide silently to the booth. The worker would see it approach, its headlights cutting through the mist. But when he checked the security monitors, the lane was always empty. The gate would lift on its own, and the car would pass through, a ghost in the machine that left no trace, no record, only a profound sense of unease. As the nights bled into one another, the phenomena grew more overt, more personal. The old radio on his counter, usually a source of crackling static and distant, unintelligible talk shows, began to act as a conduit for something else. Precisely at the stroke of midnight, faint whispers would slither through the speakers, weaving in and out of the static. They were voices of travelers long gone, speaking of missed exits and journeys without end. Their spectral laments a chilling chorus against the hum of the booth's electronics. The most disturbing event was the family sedan that entered the highway system through his gate just before dawn. He remembered the children's faces pressed against the rear window, pale and vacant. The car was logged entering, but it never registered at any other toll plaza, any exit ramp. It was as if the highway had simply swallowed it whole, digesting it into its concrete and asphalt soul. The world within the glass box of the toll booth began to warp. Time seemed to stretch and compress. The metallic clink of a coin dropping into the tray echoed for an eternity. The worker's own hands, as he reached out to a driver, appeared distant and foreign, moving in an almost dreamlike slow motion. His eyes, reflected in the dark glass, were wide and hollowed, a mirror to the sleepless nights and the mounting dread. He saw the highway not as a road, but as a vast, liminal space, a purgatory for restless souls, and his booth, the gate. The wide, empty expanse of the road, once a symbol of freedom, now felt like an endless, inescapable void, watching and waiting. It was in the quiet moments between the passing of one phantom traveler and the next that the realization finally dawned, hitting him not with a sudden shock but with a cold, creeping certainty. He looked at the strange collection of cold silver coins on his dashboard, listened to the ghostly whispers from the radio, and thought of the car that had vanished into thin air. These were not mere tricks of a tired mind or glitches in the system. He was not a toll worker, he was a gatekeeper, a ferryman on a river of asphalt, collecting a toll from the dead. He was a permanent resident of this lonely outpost, forever caught between the world of the living and the road that led elsewhere.